Okay, let's see. Starting. Okay, I'm live. Hello, everyone. I'm here again with a new video. This time I will show you. We will try to install to configure, set up OctoPrint. It's sorry, it's an application that allows you to control the 3D printer. 1 month ago I bought a cheap 3D printer. It's a Chinese 3D printer. It's very cheap. It was less than $200 and it works. I printed some stuff with it and I'm pretty satisfied, but right now I have a problem with this 3D printer. Is every time you want to print something, you have to copy the files on an SD card, and then copy the file on the micro SD, and then mount the SD card in the printer, and select the file to print and print. And I would like to try to have something easier to do. I don't want to every time to switch the micro SD from printer to computer to computer, from computer to printer. So I found a project that is called OctoPrint. It's octoprint.org. It's an open source project that allows you to use a 3D printer software. So use a 3D printer with a software that works with a browser. The interesting fact is that it's compatible with a Raspberry Pi, so you can configure a Raspberry Pi with this software and then attach the software to the 3D printer, and this should allow you to send file to print, stop the printer, send commands to the printer, and if you have a webcam, for example, you can make screenshot from the webcam. So do shot from the webcam, and so you can monitor the print from remote. The other interesting fact is it works with Raspberry Pi 1. I have two pair of this board at home, and I didn't know what to do with them, so this is perfect. This is a perfect fit for my Raspberry Pi. It just allows you to copy the files remotely. So I have OctoPrint is a standalone software, but they have in the download page you can find image ready to use for Raspberry Pi, and so it's they have Raspberry Pi images. As you can see, there is some information on how to create the file for the SD card for Raspberry Pi, and it's compatible with Raspberry Pi camera, but I think it's compatible with other webcam device. So as you can see, it's compatible with this distribution. It's compatible with any Raspberry Pi, from the first one to the last one, and this is fantastic. So what you have to do is download the file, or if you want to use it from Linux, Windows, Mac, you can have a computer attached to the printer and have the panel of OctoPrint from from that computer. But a Raspberry Pi is very cheap, and I think on eBay you can find a lot of Raspberry Pi board one used with for very few euros. Pi one, let's see. No, too much. P3. Let's see, use it. I'm going to use it. Let's see. Too much. Okay, 5 Raspberry Pi for less than $20, for example. So this is a Model 2. Okay, $15, more or less. And then you have also to add a micro SD. I think it's at least 4 GB, but you can use you can find 8 GB SD card everywhere. So what I had done right now was to download the distribution from here. Then you have a zip file, this zip. You have to decompress the zip file, and this is I will show you the way to create the SD card from Mac OS X. It will work also in some way with in Linux, but you have the classical tutorial for copy distribution on SD card for Raspberry Pi. So not this one, but for example, it is only the documentation of the project. You can see there is on the points to Raspberry Pi page, and if you are on Windows you have to use this software. It's easy. On OS X I did these 3 commands. So first of all, I plugged the device and the SD card, and then I use this command just to see which kind of devices are in my environment. For example, there is a EFI, this is a boot device, maybe this is 0. There are 2 devices. Yeah. Sorry, and this was the SD card. So you have to keep the name of the drive that is disk 2, and then you have to unmount it, this util unmount disk. You're not to unplug it, you have to leave it in the computer, and then you have to go to where the image, the compressed image is, for example this one, and use this command just to it basically copy the file, byte for byte from the origin file to the partition image to the disk. So once you have done that, I plug it in the I mounted it. It took a while. It's around 20 minutes to just create the SD card, but then you have to mount it also from the Mac, and then you plug on the Raspberry Pi. Once you've done that, you connect. I use the Raspberry Pi 1 doesn't have Wi-Fi, so if you want to use Wi-Fi, you have to connect a Wi-Fi device, USB Wi-Fi, or you can use a newer Raspberry Pi. For example, Raspberry Pi 0W, it's around $10, and it got Wi-Fi. And then I plugged the power on the Raspberry. So once you've done that, you have you have to wait to find this device. You can also plug the Raspberry Pi to a computer, so you can see the console. It's a software that doesn't use a graphical interface. Okay, so it is octoprint.local, and if I do, if I do SSH to the Raspberry Pi, there is the default password, username password, so SSH at octoprint.local. Yeah, you want to connect the X, and the password is Raspberry, and the first thing to do is to change the password, because if you want to if you want to plug the device to over internet, so if you want to let this Raspberry Pi be visible from internet, you have to keep in mind to disable at least SSH, or you can leave it enabled, but you have at least to change the password, because it's the default password, P account P and password Raspberry Pi. And there are a lot of bots out there that try to find the Raspberry Pi board and try to connect with the default password account, so change it. Okay, once you have logged in, it will say to open this address, and so we will open it. And it takes a while. Okay, so I don't know, for me it's the first time that I see this screenshot. So hello, thank you for installing OctoPrint, blah blah blah. Let's try to go on. Print default is very important. Your printer style. All print default should be the access control enabled, meaning you won't be able to do anything with the printer unless you log in first. Okay. Blah blah blah. Sorry, the moment. Okay. Okay, let's go on. Slicing profile. Okay. From Cura it's a 3D printer software, and it's a really cool software. It's open, and it's open source, and it allows you to so when you draw a 3D printed part and you want to a 3D model, and you want to print it, you have you can't directly copy the file to the 3D printer. You have to configure a software called the slicer that will read the model and create another file. So the Cura engine, for example, build G-code file that create slice of the object. So it will basically try to, it will have something like this, a box for example, and it try to figuring out how to create the part for the 3D printer. So it say where all the single points are, and if they need to create some structure to create the object. For example, if you want to let's see, if you want to print something, for example, let's say we want to 3D print this bottle, okay? And if you want to 3D print this bottle, the 3D printer needs to know all these slices where are places, where are all the single points. So it starts to create, but when they will arrive at this point, it needs to create something inside the model in order to create a structure and to be able to print on this side. Okay, so that's the job of the slicer. I'm not a 3D printer expert. I just saying something I learned playing with 3D printer software in the last month. So I'm sorry if in saying something not perfect, but okay. Now I'm trying to open Cura on another computer, but I have another version also here, just to show you what I'm talking about. And it's a little bit slow. Come on, Cura. Okay, so how you can see, there is this is the place where it's like the plate of your 3D printer, and it's the area where the objects are. So the application is asking me, when you set up the first time the 3D printer, you have to configure, set up all the steps, all the information of the 3D printer. You have a set of 3D printer, but if you have a for example, my Chinese 3D printer that is an Anet A8 3D printer. You have to specify the size of the plate and some other information, and you find all this information online with tutorial. So what I'm trying now to do is to find where to have file, and then I'll save. It said, in order to export slice profile from the codex, you will up to and include version. Open it, set up your profile, then click on File, and then on Save Profile, and then don't have this fucking Save Profile. Save project settings. Let's see if I find create profile from current settings. Maybe manage profiles. I'm sorry, I'm watching this information on another computer. Profile. Console. Is plugins, material profile. Okay, let's see if on internet it's easier to find this information. So, Cura export profile. Manage profile to user color. Actually, duplicate, rename, export. Where the fuck is export? I don't have export inside. It's not enabled. Also, it says I don't know. Okay, let's try to go on without profile. Okay. This is the name of my 3D printer. Next. No. Let's go previous. Print, bed and volume. Rectangular. Let's see. I don't remember. Settings. Printers. Machine settings. Okay. It's alright. Okay, printer volume. I have 20 and depth. It's okay. No, it's 20 and it's set. It's which 200. Okay, Etherpad. Yes. Lower left. I think it's yes. It's alright. Axis. I don't really know. Nozzle size is this one. Number of extruders 1. And E, what is E? E is maybe, I don't know, I don't remember. Let's try with this profile. Okay. Now let's see what will happen. Come on. So loading. Okay, now serial ports, baud rate. Okay, I think I should try to connect to the 3D printer, so I will take up a cable. And I try to connecting it, and then I will plug the 3D printer. Okay, now I try to connect, detecting serial port failed. Please set it manually. Okay, try again. Okay. Baud rate. Let's see. No. 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 Let's try again. It's another baud rate. This lower one. Okay. No. Fuck. Okay, so Let's try to see what's inside what happened. Yeah, we're converting attached TTT USB 0. So there is a C. It's not the speed, it's about these serial ports. Set it manually, but it's not possible. Let's see if we can go there. Settings, serial connection. So here, oh, okay. Let's try again. Use an auto Y. Okay. Let's try again. Is it connected? Detecting baud rate. It's still in detecting baud rate. Let's try to disconnect. No. And try to slow down a little bit. Connecting. Operational. Wow. And it's connected. Oh wow, interesting. This is the temperature of the 3D printer. Right now on the panel is 24 degrees. So I will, oh no, let's try to do it from these. There's no webcam, so it's not possible to. Okay, so we can upload the file and create a folder or upload to SD card, and it's interesting too. J-code viewer, so there is a viewer for the 3D print part. Terminal that say wait, I don't know what is fucking is it. Let's time lapse. What is time lapse? Okay, let's try to print something, anything, just to see if it works. So I will go to my favorite website, Tinjo, so for 3D printers, and we'll search for something cool. Let's write Rick and Morty, something of Rick and Morty, maybe. Too complex. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, let's try. Oh, this is cool. This is cool enough. Download the files. Agree. And save the file. Now I try to open. Hi. I was thinking that it was possible also to change the temperature of the 3D printer from the OctoPrint, but it's not. So I will do it. Oh no, output, actual target. Oh, it's okay. Let's try to change it. Hot end. I don't know. Let's try to. And this also. Yes, it's possible. Yes, perfect. So it's going up, but I'm not sure it's okay. Not bad. I have to search the correct value, but anyway, this is interesting because before you have to print something, it's better to make the bed and mm, the point of the extruder to be hot enough. It's like when if you want to make pizza, it's better to make the oven hot in order to have a good pizza. So now I have this files. Okay, let's see what will happen if I keep. So it's an upload. Let's upload. Please folder, where is create folder? My printing files. And so upload. Let's go to download. Rick and Morty. And Rick file. Let's see. Okay, now slicer, current line. Select the slicing profile. I don't have a slicing profile. Okay. So right now I can't print it. And where can I create the slicing profile? Printer profiles, and I did it. Slicer. PLA. I don't know, where is it? Slicing profiles. Where is slicing profiles? Current guy. Okay, import profile. Okay, let's open Core again, and I try to export one of these slicing profiles, and let's see. Okay, this is not the what printer. Let's see if we have a simple printer. For example, this one. Okay. Next, finish. Okay, let's try to export this one. Manage profile, and it's not possible to export a profile. Duplicate. Okay. Okay, there is an export now. So it's okay. Okay, let's try to export it and download my low profile. Now we try to import it. Download. It's an ini. Oh fuck. Oh, you can play phone. Okay, so that is okay. Kuro 1504, and this is fucking Kuro. Which version is? I think I will do another video about this project when I will be I have more I will be more confident. So I'm sorry for now, just streaming. Profile from Kura. JSON profile for Kura and Kura profile from Kura. Okay, you can put it in. Let's see. OctoPrint Kura profile. Let's see if we will find something on Google. Yes, same idea. It's not something that converted. Okay. Not too old. Why didn't they add inserted any Kura profile? It was enough. Okay, fantastic, someone did it. So there is a Kura profile. Okay, thin wallet, fast, low quality PLA profile. Thank God someone did it. So, whoa, download. Fuck it, what the fuck? Oh, bro. I'm starting to be tired. Let's try again, download. I hope it's a Hini profile right now. Yes, it's a Hini profile. Open. Yeah, override. Yes. Save. Right now the bed is extruded. This should be slice. Let's slice it. Okay, my 3D printer, it file. After slicing, do nothing. I will print it later. So let's see what will happen. Control, no. G-code viewer. Okay, slicing. There's a progress bar. Down here, slicing done. And now, okay, now there is a G-code file. Estimated print time 40 minutes. This is download. This is, if I want to just see it, I can't. Download. What the fuck is this G-code viewer about? I don't know. Next. Previous. Maybe it's a progress of the print terminal. Time lapse. Time lapse? Time lapse mode. Okay. Let's try to load and print. Yeah. As I suppose this is and the printer now is a eating extruder, so it's not heated. I think the printer received the model, or at least it's preparing the printing. 40 minutes. Yeah, I already like it, because right now I don't need to copy file from the SD card, and I have control of the 3D printer. And I think I will donate something to this project because it's really interesting. It's promising. And the other stuff I will do, I will want to add a relay on the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, it's starting to print something. I want to add a relay to the Raspberry Pi in order to it's enormous. It's enormous, Rick and Morty. Too much big. I think I will stop the print. But okay. And I'm saying I will add a relay to the Raspberry Pi because I want to be able to stop the printer once the printing is done. So I will modify the application in order to be able to change this. Okay, let's see the other. It's fun, it's interesting. This explain what is this viewer. It's explain how where is the printing. Okay, let's stop the streaming. We will see in another video. Thanks for watching it. Good night.